Hello everyone, my name is Agent Paul of MTF Delta 7, codename Bookkeepers, and welcome back to another SCP document review. And this one is a spooky Halloween one. As SCPs can be anything, they can even coincide with holidays and seasons. Regardless, the SCP we will be reviewing today is SCP-2523. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Annually on August 15th, Mobile Task Force Omicron 13, codename Trick or Treat, is to be activated. MTF Omicron 13 must begin a full Class W amnestic treatment regimen no longer than August 20th. MTF Omicron 13 will begin Class W dosage ramp down no earlier than November 7th, and will stand down no earlier than November 15th. Activation may be extended up to 90 days at the discretion of the SCP-2523 project lead. Further extensions must be approved by both the reporting HR supervisor and reporting medical officer. Beginning on October 1st, MTF Omicron 13 will conduct 24-hour observation of 8 sites affected by SCP-2523, designated -A through -H, which will include the easternmost and westernmost affected locations, as well as one additional site chosen in each U.S. time zone. On October 31st, 1 hour prior to local sunset, MTF Omicron 13 will deploy a 2-man contact team into each designated site. As each location enters the anomaly, teams will confirm positive contact and passphrase with each other prior to carrying out mission operations. Contact teams are to be relieved every 8 hours for 24 hours. Ejected team members must be replaced immediately. All teams within the anomaly must confirm positive contact and passphrase during each relief or replacement. Team members are to attempt to prevent non-monetary purchases by civilians, using low-profile social engineering techniques only. In the event that a civilian engages in non-monetary purchasing, they are to ascertain the civilian's identity and origin point and advise the support team. Support teams are to immediately locate and detain any civilians who have made non-monetary purchases. Purchased items are to be confiscated for study. Detailed persons are to be interviewed and then released following amnestization. Ejected contact team personnel are to be immediately reclassified as Class E personnel, debriefed and quarantined for 366 days at a location at least 50 kilometers from any key Foundation assets. Survivors may return to duty pending approval by the reporting medical officer. Current detention of -1 entities is not authorized. In the event that authorization is reinstated, entities are to be secured with restraints consisting of a minimum 75% iron by mass. Description: SCP-2523 is a phenomenon affecting seasonal Halloween costuming and decoration stores in the US and Canada from sunset on October 31st to sunset on November 1st. It is restricted to stores which are entirely seasonal and does not affect Halloween displays in more permanent businesses. When the anomaly is active, the affected locations become spatially co-located, regardless of geographic separation. Store interiors will overlay where sufficiently similar. Examples: similar display shelving will become a single shelf unit without duplication of products. Otherwise, the entire space expands as needed. Persons entering one location are able to physically interact with persons at all affected locations in real time, and return to their place of origin when exiting. The similarities between this phenomenon and SCP-1323, including the overlapping timeframes, spatial distortion, the behavior of the entities within, and the nature of the exchanges, suggest that these may be highly correlated phenomena. Questioning the -1 entities about this connection has resulted in ejection events. The affected locations remain open for the full 24-hour period regardless of posted hours. At sunset, 4 to 6 entities, designated SCP-2523-1, will appear and relieve all employees. Entities are diminutive humanoids, estimated to be between 0.8 and 1.2 meters in height, with a variety of chimerical features, from various vertebrates as well as limbs and extremities that vary in proportion. See Appendix A, SCP-2523-1 for additional detail. These entities carry out routine retail operations, except for attempting to persuade customers to make non-monetary exchanges. At the end of this 24-hour period, they are relieved by scheduled human employees who typically begin closing the store for the season. Exposed persons will rationize all anomalous properties of SCP-2523, including those of trades, entities, and objects originating from the anomaly, as entirely normal experiences. This effect extends to direct conversation with the affected persons, as well as photographs and other direct recordings. This is an anti-mimetic effect that Class W amnestic treatment, combined with the conscious reaffirmation of observed details, has been demonstrated to neutralize. When a customer attempts to purchase an item during the anomaly, -1 entities will attempt to persuade them not to use any monetary means to purchase the item. Instead, the entity will ask for a trade. Entities have accepted physical objects, as well as more abstract concepts as fair trades. This has included hair, personal abilities, years of life, children, illegal drugs, memories, and emotions. For a full list, see Appendix B, SCP-2523 Non-Monetary Exchange. If the customer insists on paying with money, the entity will, with visual reluctance, accept. Customers appear to have permanently lost the traded quality in all cases that it was testable. Any item acquired by non-monetary means will manifest significant anomalous properties. The following is a partial list. See Appendix B for the full list. We have item, anomalous properties, and what it was traded for. Prosthetic vampire fangs. Wearer develops an uncontrollable desire to consume blood. Any vertebrate blood is accepted, as well as the ability to induce a state of extreme suggestibility via conversation. Exchanged for 30 grams of heroin. A dark chocolate candy bar. After consuming the bar, the subject lost all interest in food and did not show any signs of starvation despite consuming nothing else for 28 days. Traded for the memory of a childhood family trip. 300 plastic spiders. Purchaser was inspired to consume the spiders. Following consumption of a spider, subject was able to excrete a non-anomalous, living banded spider, Argiope trifasciata, from body, and directed telepathically. Exchanged for the ability to sing. A sexy nurse costume. Wearer demonstrated markedly decreased inhibitions as well as increased attractiveness to the opposite gender. Traded for an 8-year-old boy. Current whereabouts are unknown. Decorative trick mirror. Entities visible in mirror are deceased persons or pets known to the viewer. Traded for empathy. A bag of roasted pumpkin seeds. Seeds originate from SCP-097. Traded for a tattoo depicting the rank chevrons of a United States Navy Petty Officer First Class. Tattoo was removed without scarring. Addenda. Ejection events. The first ejection event occurred during initial containment on November 1st, 1999, at 0110 hours, and is typical of all latter ejection events. Agent Muganani attempted to physically block the entrance to the anomaly. A -1 entity emerged and asked the agent to leave. They refused and began to suffer significant full-body pain, which increased in intensity until he complied. Afterwards, the agent reported having bad luck, and statistical analysis determined that he and the area where he was stationed were suffering a significantly high number of unfortunate coincidences. This condition ended with his death in a car accident on January 25th, 2000. It is suspected as a contributing factor in 17 injuries, 4 fatalities, and 1 Category 3 breach event at Area. Further testing has determined that this effect persists for 366 days. Once ejected, personnel are unable to re-enter the anomaly, even after the 366-day period has expired. Detention of -1 entity. Interviewed -1 entity with the name tag reading Bobby Goodman. Interviewer Agent Rossetti. Forward. On October 31st, 2001, at 2000 hours, MTF Omicron 13 agents abducted a -1 entity to Site-17 for questioning and containment. It is described as having canine ears, a primate muzzle, and disproportionately long arms and legs. See Appendix A for full description. Entity was successfully secured with iron restraints. 3 Omicron 3 team members were ejected from the anomaly as a consequence of the operation. Begin log. So, Bobby, would you care to tell me about where you work?
I don't work, human. I sell things.
Tell me about the things you sell, then.
We sell delicious things, wonderful things, things of joy and darkness, things from the land of youth, things from the land of death, and things from the border country. Come by.
Who are you?
You humans, always so forgetful, such a delight. At summer's end, the gates at the border country are opened wide. We have come to sell our wares at this time as we did in the... What is your word for the place in the shadow that cannot be reached from the now? The past? We are the in-between people, the border people, vassals neither to hot radiant summer or cold merciless winter. We are the autumn people.
Why only seasonal Halloween stores and not others?
Oh, the in-between places, they are ours. They too live only here in the edge of summer.
Why do you prefer to trade for things and not money?
Money has no value. It is only a medium of exchange. We crave only the things of value. For these we can trade in the world. How do you think we get the things we sell? We are the autumn people, not cobblers.
Are you aware the things you sell are problematic for humans?
Yes, of course they are. We are a merry people. Our wares are mirthful.
End log. Closing statement. Following the interview, the entity was transferred to a humanoid containment unit and was extremely cooperative. At sunset on November 1st, 2001, the entity vanished from containment, leaving behind a crude doll made of rough, unworked oak sticks, clothing scraps, and mineral clay. All milk products at Site-17 were reported to have instantly spoiled simultaneously with this event. And that is it. A concerning SCP, but we do our best to keep it contained. Well, everyone, happy Halloween, stay safe, and my name is Agent Paul of MTF Delta 7, and I'll see you next week with another document review. Bye.